Okay, guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, join the family. Okay, so this video for today is just a cooking video and just showing you guys while I'm preparing, to have my baby. It's almost 9 months already. So while I was shooting this video, I'm 39 weeks pregnant, so this wasn't an easy video to actually shoot because I was getting tired. I was stopping along the way, but I tried to make sure that I'm ready, for the baby when the baby comes, because I obviously, I have to stock up my fridge for me and my husband, so we'll have food to eat, so I don't have to worry about cooking. So obviously, like you guys are seeing me trying to boil the meat. I actually have so many soups I want to cook, so that's why this pot is this filled up. But I have so many meat. I have shaki, I have bokoto, I have goat meat, I have pomo, I have a lot of animals in that pot. So I already seasoned with curry, I seasoned with onions, and I'm just stirring everything together and just adding water at this point. So once I add the water, I'll stir it one more time and then close it for it to cook. While I'm doing this, obviously, I'm also making chicken. I don't like to boil chicken and beef together. I don't know if you guys do that, let me know, but that's just my own preference. So right here I have smoked turkey, I have the regular turkey, and I have chicken in there because I plan on making fried rice. So I'll need to use this stock to make fried rice. So I'm seasoning with ginger, with thyme. You guys can see all the seasoning I'm throwing in there. To be honest, guys, you guys can literally see everything I'm putting in the pot. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing right here. So a little bit of gist while I'm doing all this cooking. So guys, the day that I made this food, I nearly fainted in the kitchen because I was very tired, but I just needed to, make the food and just have it in my fridge because, when you're 39 weeks, obviously, baby can come anytime, even while I'm recording this video, just maybe 2 days after I, shot the video and everything like that, baby has still not come yet, but, I have so much peace of mind knowing that I have all that food in the fridge and I don't have to worry about entering the kitchen and cooking every day and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I'm doing this. So if you're also pregnant and then you're about to have a baby, this should be a motivation video for you to get all that food into your fridge, except if you have somebody that's going to help you. And obviously, you guys know that I've been sharing immigration journey and all the advantages and disadvantages of when you're abroad. Okay, so this is one of the disadvantages right here. If you're when you're in your country now, you have so many people around you, coming to help you out. Some people even come and cook for you and all of that, but here you basically have to buy food, and buying food is number one, the price you have to buy the food is going to be too high. And considering that I want to make a lot of food, I'll probably be spending at least $700 on all this food that I made, which I only just bought all these ingredients for $200. So it saves you money, and then even though you stress while you're doing it, but it saves you a lot of money, and then that it's your own food. Not everybody even knows how to cook to my own taste or to my own liking, so I prefer to always cook my food instead of actually buying food outside. So yeah, that's just what I'm doing, guys. So now I already finished boiling the chicken, the turkey, everything. So I'm just taking it out so I can sieve the remnants. So I don't like when there's thyme and onions and all those other things in the fried rice. So I always like to sieve the water off so I can use that water to make my fried rice. And another thing again is the way I made fried rice today, that's not literally how I used to make fried rice normally, but I've just been seeing that people actually fry the rice before they cook it, which is something new to me because I don't fry my own rice. And then obviously it always turns out well, but I just wanted to try another taste. Let's see if it's going to give me a different taste. To be honest, I didn't feel the difference the normal way that I would just boil the rice instead of frying it or frying it didn't make much of a difference to me though. But I decided to try it here anyways. So I put back the pot. Obviously I didn't wash the pot because the pot still had like a little bit of oil from the chickens, and I still wanted all that flavor and everything, so there was no need washing the pot. So I just like, I put the oil, the thyme, curry. I just wanted to fry that a little bit. Then I'm going to add my washed rice into the pot. Okay, so that's just what I'm doing here. You guys can literally see everything that I'm doing, so I don't even need to like be boring you guys with all my talk and everything. Yeah, but I'm just going to like pour the rice into the pot, then fry. This frying thing is very stressful. To be honest, if you don't have strength, don't do it, because I was frying this rice for almost 10 minutes. Abba, that rice would almost be done by that time when I already throw in the water. But I just wanted to try something different, something new. So why not? So I just kept on stirring. My hand was paining me like. So I stirred for a long time, guys. To be honest, like this stirring, you have to literally have like good muscle, like have like hand strength for you to be able to do this frying method. It took a long time before the rice actually dried out, and I think the main reason why is like I think they said it keeps the rice longer. It makes your rice stay for a longer period of time if you do the frying method. So, and that was another thing I wanted to do again, because I was going to be keeping this food in the fridge, so I didn't want it to get bad. Obviously, like, it's going to be in the fridge, it wasn't going to get bad, but I still decided to try it. But it was just a very, very stressful type of cooking for me. Like, I'll literally go back to my boiling and stuff. So after frying, I just added like my the stock that I sieved earlier. So that's what I'm adding here. When you add the stock, because you've been frying the rice, it gives you that shh that's sound and everything. I found that funny anyways. So I just added the stock and just stirred it a little bit. Then obviously, like, you add water. Since I was using like basmati rice, so I didn't add a lot of water. I just made sure that the water was just on top of it, because when you're cooking basmati rice, you don't add so much water. It's gonna get soggy and it won't come out like with strands and all of that. You guys get what I mean? So I added a little bit of salt and then I covered it for it to cook. This is the wok I normally use. This wok has suffered in my hands, but I refuse to buy another wok because I'm just used to this wok. It's just so big. I've been trying to find another wok like that, but I've not found something I like, so I've just been using this one. So here I'm just frying my onions. So I like to fry my onions like in with butter, right? It gives it like a very, very nice taste. So if you guys have not tried this method, try it out and you'll like it. So I'm just frying my thyme. I'll add my curry, like some of the season I will use, and all the spices and all that. I just fry them first before I add my shrimp. So I'm adding my shrimp now. So obviously, like, that shrimp was very, very tasty. I didn't actually marinate this shrimp. Most times I do, but this day, guys, I was already tired. As in, cooking this amount of food in one day was like a lot. My back was aching me. It was not funny at all. So I was just trying to just get everything done and just like at least cook the fried rice and the spaghetti in a day. So that was, I wanted to cook fried rice and jollof spaghetti. You guys will see it. So here I'm just done frying my shrimp. So I'm adding the carrots. Obviously, like, carrots is what I add first because carrots is very hard, and I don't like when carrots is like still very hard when I'm eating it. I don't want it too soft anyway, so I do not fry it for a long time. So carrots and green beans, green peas, sorry. Carrots and green peas are the first things that I add, and then I start frying them just so they can like get soft a little bit, so it's not like hard, like you just poured it inside your rice. I've had a fried rice before that the carrot and the peas was so hard and I didn't like it. So I just like to fry my own carrot, just make it a little bit soft, not too soft though, soft. Then I add my seasoning, I add my salt, I'll add my seasoning cube and all of that. Then I add bell peppers last because bell peppers get soft quickly, and to be honest, I hate soft and soggy bell peppers. So that's what I add last before I start introducing my rice. I don't fry the bell peppers for a long time because bell peppers actually waters down too. Like once you start frying bell peppers, like you start seeing water like in the pot. So I don't like to fry it for too long. So once I fried that for a little while, make sure that everything is all marinated and all that. So I took a little bit off that I'm going to still add later. Yeah, so that's my own method because I'm going to mix everything inside this wok. So right here I'll start adding my rice, my cooked rice, obviously, and you guys see how this rice looks, right? So yeah, I'm just going to break down the bottom part of it. It wasn't mushy, and it obviously, like you guys can see, that it's not looking mushy. So yeah, so I just added my rice. I'm just going to start stirring. Then later on I'll add like the remaining what's it called, the carrots and all that I saved for earlier. I'm still going to add it back in just so I know that I have enough quantity for the rice. So yeah, I'm just stirring and stirring. This part is quite fun. It's just a little bit strenuous when you're doing it because I was making like a whole lot. Like you guys can't even see how big this wok is. So yeah, but here, like, I literally just turn and turn and turn, and after like 5 minutes, to be honest, this is done because I don't there's no need for you to keep it longer on like the stove and everything. Sometimes I add sesame oil, but I didn't have sesame oil at home. But if you guys have sesame oil, please add a drizzle of sesame oil to your fried rice. You would love it. Like, it changes the taste automatically. It takes the taste like to 100. Guys, if you've never tried sesame oil, please try it, but add it at the end. Don't add it when you're still like frying stuff, because if it burns, you will not like the taste. So add it like when you're almost done, when you have literally 5 minutes or 3 minutes to turn off the gas. That's when you add it. Okay, so here I'm just literally just turning and turning, tasting, and just seeing like if I have enough seasoning. And then you can still season here if you feel like you don't have enough seasoning. So you can still season, just add like a little bit of salt. Here I was just adding salt because I needed a little bit of salt. So you just add salt. If you want to add seasoning cubes, you can still add it, and you just turn it around and just make it wait a little bit so that the seasoning doesn't taste like it's raw. You guys get what I mean? So you just add the seasoning and just stir it up and just make it wait for a little bit while on the stove, so that you don't start tasting the season, if you guys get what I mean. I'm going to be talking today we're doing voiceover, and you guys are going to hear my voice to the end of this video. So yeah, because I do not even plan on using any music on this video. So let me know if you enjoy voiceovers, because this is literally, I think, the first time I'm doing like a whole full voiceover type of video. But I just thought about it that it would be nice to have a chit chat with you guys. But to be honest, pregnancy and cooking is not they are not friends. Especially when you're like approaching that last week and all. Like, it's very, very strenuous. So if you have a wife that keeps cooking for you while the person is pregnant, please appreciate that woman. It takes a lot, to be honest. Like, standing while you're cooking and then having all that weight your waist, and it's a lot. So please, men, appreciate women that do these things for you. And if they can't do it, obviously, like, because of the health reasons, please still appreciate them. It takes a lot to do things like this. Okay, so here, guys, I know some people will crucify me for breaking my spaghetti. I'm not Italian, I am in Nigerian, so I like to break my spaghetti. I do not like when spaghetti is like too long. Like, am I eating noodles? Like, no. So I don't like when my spaghetti is too long, so I had to break it. So this is me just boiling my spaghetti, and then obviously, like, see guys, I have to wash plates again. I have to wash pots. As you're cooking now, you're cleaning, obviously, like, because if I left everything in the sink, it's going to come and wait for me. So instead of just dumping everything in the sink and just like waiting for it, adding everything, I just had to wash all of it. So I washed the pots and I cleaned the sink. Just make sure that everywhere that I'm cooking is clean while I'm doing that. To be honest, this day, guys, I was so tired. Like, I was exhausted, but I just knew that I had to do it, because if if I go into labor and I know that there's no food in my fridge, I'm someone that I will start panicking. I like to get everything ready. I'm someone that I like to prepare a lot, and that's just one thing about me. So I don't like things meeting me unexpected, to be honest. So I like to, because I know that obviously like labor can meet you unexpected. So I decided to just prepare a lot. So at least if the labor comes, then I know that, I have everything I need, to be prepared and all that. So yeah, so my spaghetti is all done. I don't like it too soft, to be honest. So just straining it, and I added cold water so I can stop the cooking process so it doesn't continue to cook in the sieve. So now I'm frying onions. You guys, again, you can see my butter and my oil. It's my jam. That's what I do. I like to use butter and oil. I just love the taste. You guys, if you've not tried it before, try it. So now I'm just adding pepper that I blended roughly, and I'm adding all my spices, everything together: garlic, oregano, thyme, curry, everything. Just add everything together, stir it and let it fry a little bit. Then adding my seasoning cubes and salt. You can season to your own taste. To be honest, this is just how I like to make my own spaghetti when I don't want to make like boring spaghetti and all. There are different ways I make spaghetti anyways. When I want to go the Italian route, I know how I do it, but this was how I wanted to make the spaghetti that I wanted to put in the fridge, because most times this is what I crave. Okay, so yeah, so I just added obviously like bell peppers, and I had some chicken franks in the fridge, so I added that. I mean the leftover from the fried rice. Okay, so that's what I'm adding here. So I just saved some of the what's it called, the carrots and all that. I saved it for my spaghetti. So I made the fried rice and the spaghetti on the same day. Like literally when I finished making the fried rice, that's when I started making the spaghetti. Guys, I was tired as hell. I was really, really tired, but I was determined to at least cook 2 per day, and I planned on making about maybe 6 plates of food or something like that. So I planned on doing it like every day, like just two dishes per day, right? So yeah, so I'm just waiting for this one to fry up a little bit and just add the oil, come up so it's a little bit fried. So once I have that, then I'm going to add my spaghetti and start turning everything together. That was literally what I did day one. Washed my dishes, washed the pots that I used, cooked these 2 food. It was stressful. I thought I was gonna cook one more, but I just could not. I almost fainted in the kitchen, like I told you guys. Like I started feeling dizzy. I even had to call my husband because he wasn't at home, so I had to call him to stay on the phone, and then I had to go sit down, have sugar and water, so I could regain my strength and all that. So it wasn't easy doing this, but I still filmed it for you guys. That's what I do for you guys. I go out of my way for you guys. So please, if you appreciate this video, if you've not subscribed, yes, please subscribe. I know why you'll be wondering, why am I watching her cook? I can literally cook all these things. But I mean, you can learn a thing or two from just my own technique and how I do my own things, okay? But this is me just stirring this luscious spaghetti. While looking at it right now, so if I feel like going to get some in the fridge to eat. I'm such a food monger. I love food. I'm a foodie. Anyways, though, so yeah, this is just me waiting for it to cook a little bit longer, but I added a little bit of spice. I added a little bit of salt rather, because I needed a little bit of salt. So I tasted it. I added salt, stirred it again. Don't mind me, I was doing a lot of stirring, but it didn't still break. I like that barilla type of spaghetti. Even though you cook it for a long time, like you stir, it's not going to break. So long you don't cook it too soft from the beginning. That's why I don't make my spaghetti too soft, because I'm still going to cook it again. Okay, so I added a little bit of spring onions, and now I'm just stirring and just stirring. Spring onions and spaghetti just has this rhythm that just works, because anytime I add spring onions to my spaghetti, it's just always really, really harmonious, really good. So this is me just adding the food that I cooked day one. I added it in the fridge, and now the next day we're about to cook this Efo-Riro. Guys, remember that I boiled meat the previous day, right? So yeah, so that same meat is what I'm going to use for my Efo-Riro, and I'm also going to use it to make stew. Okay, so yeah, this is me just frying my my panla fish. I brought panla fish from Nigeria since I went to Nigeria April, so this is since April. So this is what some months after Sasha still have some of my kpala fish in the fridge. So I brought out my kpala fish, my smoked crayfish, and some onions. Guys, that way, if you first fry your kpala fish and onions in palm oil, your Efo-Riro is going to give you like a very, very good taste. To be honest, if you've never tried it out, try it out. So there, obviously, like I've done all that, and I've already added the meat. You guys saw all I did. I was just trying to just do everything and get out of the kitchen this day. Like I was literally tired, but because I already boiled the meat, it was fast here. So I had just added the pepper, the same pepper that I used for the spaghetti. I already blended a lot of pepper, so that was the same batch of pepper I used. So I literally already had everything prepared. Guys, I like to prepare a lot. I don't like anything catching me unawares and start blending pepper because I want to make it for you. No, so I already prepared everything. So day 2 was a little bit easier than day 1, to be honest. So this is me just stirring everything together. And then the spinach I used over here, the spinach is already frozen and they already cut it, so there's no need for you to start cutting the leaf and all that. So that made this Efo-Riro very, very, very easy for me to make. And then that's me scooping the Efo-Riro in the bowl. Look at this luscious bowl of Efo-Riro, hey, with all the animals inside. Guys, if I'm going to buy this over here, let me not even tell you how much I'm going to buy it. But anyways, I saved myself the money. So there, I'm adding my Efo-Riro into the fridge.